So I've been a filmmaker for the better part of 13 years, and I met with these professional wrestlers, and I wanted to film videos for them. They wanted me to wrestle. I needed a wrestler's name. I came up with Knives Monroe, kind of similar to Marilyn Manson, which was like a Charles Manson, Marilyn Monroe thing. So I flipped it, and Knives I thought was a cool first name, and Monroe, and it stuck. You know, people just started calling me Knives. Anytime I made something, I promoted it as Knives Monroe. It started off as a pseudonym, and it just became my legal name. And now people are hearing it for the first time, and I'm looking at you telling you this. It's so weird. I think the formula for success is not giving a fuck what other people think. Put yourself in a position to win. Put yourself in a position to create whatever you want to do. In this instance, making films every single day. Work at it. Don't just stay at home and read about it. Don't just stay at home and talk about it. And don't tear down other people's buildings, and don't tear down other people's self-esteem. Build yours. It's not me versus you. It's not you versus other people. It's you versus you forever. It's you versus you. Nobody gives a fuck if you fail or succeed except you. Nobody's gonna put food on your family's table other than you. No one's gonna help you succeed other than you. So you need to be an asset. You need to be somebody that people care about. You need to create work that is compelling, and the only way to do that is to practice, 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 practice. And if you're spending too much time on trying to be perfect, you're not gonna progress. If you're spending too much time on one day, it's never gonna fucking happen. If you're spending too much time, you know, wishing and hoping and praying even, it's not gonna fucking happen. Just do it. Just fucking do it, and don't give a shit what anybody thinks. And if you're happy doing it, that's success, and you win. And it's never been easier. I'm making this on an iPhone. I'm shooting this on a fucking selfie stick. It is raining and I'm hiding under a tree. What is so fucking cinematic and incredible and epic about this? Nothing. Other than the fact that I'm doing it. Every vlog, every podcast is a mountain. And once we record a podcast and we flip it and we upload it, and it's on iTunes and it's on SoundCloud, it's a mountain, and I'm looking down at the summit and I get to say I did it. Every vlog, this is probably gonna be a 10-minute video. I have no fucking idea. But when it's done, I get to upload it, I get to flip it, I get to share it, and I get to look down at the summit and I get to say I did it. And funny thing happens when you do something consistently and you do something forever, you get pretty fucking good at it. Guess what? People start to dig your shit. People start to listen. People start to pay attention. You start gaining a following. And sometimes, you know, for me anyways, that's more important than monetizing a fucking video. Yeah, you do gotta be practical, but at the same time, you gotta do you. And it's gonna be fucking hard. Being creative and living with immense freedom and time, guess what? That's a double-edged sword. That is gonna be very, 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 very hard for you. But do it anyways. And persevere and accept that life. The straight life will always be there if you decide to go back. And there's never going to be until I shouldn't. It's always going to be until it makes sense in the end. I don't know if that makes sense, but if it makes sense to one of you, well then it was worth the time to say. Purpose. Finding your purpose. Find that purpose, and waking up is easier, going to the job is easier, busting your ass and working hard is easier. My purpose is simple, you know, it's to maximize the moment. I now command my subconscious mind to give me the humor, the courage, the strength, the confidence, the creativity, whatever it takes to make today and this moment and each and every single moment count. To making it count, so that the world and everybody around me can change the way that it sees itself for the better, right fucking now. I felt better. You can always look back and say, man, those were the days, but these days are the days. I'm gonna look back at this and say, man, those are the days. I am, just watch. You don't understand the value of a memory until it's past. You don't even know the value of like this everlasting moment until it's past. I'm not cocky, just grateful.
Siniestro en el mercado de flores que no cierra nunca.